explore Jupiter's icy moon, Europa. It is a historic collaboration between NASA and SpaceX, with the Europa Clipper riding on top of a SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket. This is a busy few days for SpaceX. The company successfully tested its massive Starship rocket on Sunday. Its Super Heavy booster was gently caught by a giant mechanical arm that, as it returned to Earth, it was really incredible to see. So for much more, we're joined by former NASA astronaut Leroy Chiao. He is a member of the Safety Advisory Panel for SpaceX. Leroy, great to see you. Incredible feats in space, actually, I have to say, watching this all playing out. I want you to give me a sense of what the most exciting and inspiring parts about today's launch is.
Sure. Well, today's launch is very exciting because, as you stated, the Europa Clipper is finally on its way, or going to be on its way. Originally conceived in 2013. It's been a long time coming. It's going to launch aboard a SpaceX Falcon Heavy. That'll get it up into space, but it'll take 5.5 years to actually get to the Jupiter's moon Europa. And this is a very exciting mission because some years ago, Galileo flew through a water plume that exploded through the liquid ocean, from the liquid ocean through the solid ice covering, and it flew through the water plume and it found the presence of methane and hydrogen. So those are some of the basic building blocks of life. So the question is, could there be some kind of extremophile life deep in those oceans? Hard to know, but Europa Clipper will help to look for some more of those building blocks.
I don't want you to hypothesize, but do you think that there is any life on Europa? What's your sense?
Well, I think that it was very exciting to find the presence of methane. Now, there are a number of natural reasons there could be methane in the water, but one possibility, just like the methane they found embedded in rock, sedimentary rock on Mars that had been there for billions of years, is that it could have been left by some kind of microbial life, some kind of simple life. So we've seen in our own oceans, scientists used to believe in our own oceans in the depths that it was too dark, too cold, too high a pressure for any kind of life to exist. But then we saw the volcanic activity in some of these areas that do blow the water up, over the ocean. The temperature there is warmer, and we had found these extremophile life forms. So it's certainly possible. Hard to speculate, but I'm really excited by finding these basic building blocks in our own cosmic backyard.
It is very exciting, I have to say. Another really exciting thing that I witnessed, and I think a lot of people were watching on TV, was, of course, this exciting test of the most powerful rocket booster ever built. And, of course, it was considered a success. And, of course, you're part of the Safety Advisory Panel. I want you to give me a sense of whether this is going to be safe enough for future missions using this technology.
Sure, and I should clarify that the Safety Advisory Panel was disbanded a little bit earlier this year. Our primary goal, our mission, was to help SpaceX get the Crew Dragon fly astronauts to and from the ISS. So I didn't have anything to do personally with the Starship, but fantastic. Yesterday was historic. That was history in the making. I think a lot of people don't really understand what it really means, because this rocket is the largest rocket ever launched. It's more powerful than the Artemis or the Space Launch System rocket that NASA flew about 2 years ago. It's much more powerful than the Saturn V moon rockets that brought the Apollo missions to the moon. And yet it came down, barreling down, lit its engines and landed. Actually came into the launch pad, hovered over it while this mechanical system that they affectionately call Mechazilla, or nicknamed the Chopsticks, gently grabbed the rocket and then shut its engines down. That shows that they can do it, and that means they can refurbish and reuse this huge booster, these boosters that used to be thrown away on prior large rocket programs, and it's going to dramatically bring down the cost of launching things. Similarly, the Starship, could have gone into orbit, but it was planned to be a suborbital flight. It came back through. The heat shield on Flight 4 was not robust enough. This time, it looked like it did very well, but there did look like some hot spots, potential burn-throughs on some of the control surfaces, so they'll have to look at that. But it came back down, did exactly what it was supposed to, it did a simulated hover maneuver showing that it too can be recovered. And so very exciting day for SpaceX. When Starship becomes operational, it'll be a real game changer.
It's really, it was incredible to see, and of course everyone very jubilant that was watching on. Leroy, good to see you. Enjoy the launch, which of course is going to happen in about an hour or so. We'll all be watching. Thank you so much. Right, preparation is underway for 2